at they were in our half. They were pressing us high. They were keeping us in our own box. They were keeping us on the edge of our box as well. We just didn't know what we wanted to do. Then for a good period of the first half, we had the ball. 20, 30 minutes, we had the ball. All it takes is one ball from Dundee United and they're 1-0 up. But it's just, how many times are we going to see this type of goal? Because it's the same goal that teams are scoring. They know how to score against Rangers at this point, and they do it time and time again. And yet Clement doesn't have a way to stop it. The defenders seem to open like the Red Sea, and let them come in. What's going to change? Is the only way that this team's going to change when Clement gets sacked, because right now nothing's going to change for this team.
No, I mean, Aaron, as we said there, turgid performance. It was poor. It was really poor, particularly the first half. It was a stinking performance. But as Alex says, that goal that we conceded, again, it's another.
I'm just waiting on them saying disappointed.
One of these goals, as I touched on there in Meltdown, Dundee United get one shot on target and they score it. It's as simple as that. That's just what happened. The first time they got.
Some of the comments that are coming in on this live. Manager wants to sack for payment. I've had enough of this man. Get him gone.
Really up, because he didn't do much in the opening 20 minutes either. We sort of held most of the possession of the ball in the middle of the park.
And Clement we trust, says somebody. Oh, that can't be right.
Park and in defence, a couple of forays up front, and United went off on a lot. But then they did pick up the ball with a chance, and it's crossed into the box, and Dalby, in between our centre backs, jumps up, gets the header, and puts them in front. And as Alex said, how many times have we seen that goal? Why on earth does this backline not learn its lessons?
I think the thing is that you saw a player with desire to get their head in the ball. There was a couple of chances within the game that Proper and Suter were heading. Where was Dessers?
Wait a minute here.
He was nowhere to be seen.
Wait a minute. I thought Suter was like some kind of Superman after his performances for Scotland. They were all saying, Suter's the man. Suter's going to drive us on. Suter's going to be the man who saves your season.
It's really bad when we're crossing balls into the box and our centre backs or our left or right backs are getting on the end of it and not our striker. It's concerning. It really is.
It's concerning.
And we get opened up every time. Same move, almost identical. You can almost copy and paste that for teams.
Copy and paste that is a bit like the club accounts, isn't it? Copy and paste, nobody will believe us anyway.
Put in an early ball and boom. Our defence.
Sell dressers in January. Oh, hi guys, I'm on the wee Rangers club. That game was brutal today.
We play so high and we just can't trap.
Dressers and Shanklin, sell them both.
Back. The desire just isn't there.
No, it's not. And Kenny, I'm going to put this point to you that Jordy makes, because it is something that will be spoke about over the next few days, and it will frustrate. But how can Suter go from the performances he's put in on the international break for Scotland against Croatia and Poland, where he was roundly praised and rightly so for his performances, and probably would have had a.
Jim Cunningham puts in the chat, I don't care about Scotland, we are the people. James Alexander says, absolutely nobody who backs Clement is a happy clapper.
Man of the match award to his name had it not been for Ben Doak.
The Rangers manager needs to go, says Ross Hislop.
And then he comes back today in a Rangers jersey, and that's the performance that he gave him. I'm not going to be massively critical of him and say that he was, by any stretch of imagination, the only reason we lost. He wasn't, but him alongside Robin Proper are hugely responsible for us conceding that goal.
Yep, I think there's 2 points to that. One, you go to Scotland, it's completely relaxed. There's a hell of a lot of negativity around us now, especially at our back line. 2, we've not got a settled back line. I was pretty
okay, what kind of lines they want to take, and it's not a back line.
Shocked when I saw Proper next to him, and I thought, they don't gel. They've not gelled since he came. We all know this. He's got a mistake in him. Proper. He played relatively okay, but
Bluebell says bloody embarrassing. Spending 10 times what other clubs are. There's no excuses. The transition series and as a result, we are regressing. Belgium, please send an SOS to our manager.
I'm not a big fan of Suter and Proper. I never have been. I've always said that. Obviously, we can't get Cass into the team now because of the knee injury.
Jay Owen says, pish performance. We can't believe that we dropped points for Sunday United. Absolute joke, man. Pissed off. We are the people. We are in third position, I should say.
I wasn't sure if somebody can enlighten me if Balogun was still carrying a niggle or what. But for me, it's easy to walk away from Rangers and go and play good for
We don't do walking away.
Scotland because he's not got the pressure anymore. For Scotland because he's not got the pressures and go and play good for Scotland because he's not got the. It's easy to walk away from Rangers and go and a niggle or what. But for me, it's easy to walk away from Rangers and go and play. But for me, it's easy to walk away from Rangers and go and play good. But for me, it's easy to walk away from Rangers and go. It's easy to walk away from. It's easy to walk away from Rangers and go and play good for Scotland because he's not got the pressure anymore. I know there's a different type of pressure in Scotland, but for the cauldron he's in at the minute, he's got that. Plus you've got your unsettled back four, especially who partners him in the centre back position.
I can't take it.
I feel.
Oh my goodness.
I feel a wee bit
Well, that's what saying there because he doesn't.
The shouts for McInnes. Get McInnes in the door. What's McInnes done? Kelly or woeful.
Proper beside him in the national team. I mean, that's
having to look after his other defender alongside him, and it's Balogun. He knows that he knows what to do. He knows he's been here for a few seasons. He knows his job. Proper doesn't. He doesn't look confident on the ball. When he gets the ball, he wants to pass it away. He passes the blame to
I think this guy's just had a wee cheeky line before he came on.
other players. He doesn't like the physical side of this game. Robin Proper doesn't know how to handle the Scottish game at all.
no. Sorry, Kenny, we sort of interrupted you in mid-flow there with your point.
Well, you know what?
In the dark days ahead, these are some of the other comments. Those who wanted Tav out, no difference when he's out. Do the confusers offer absolutely nothing?
It's exactly right though, and that's why I'm not bothered because it's exactly right. It's he's unsettled at the back and Proper's. They both moved. Proper looked over his shoulder, looked to see where Yefty was, and there were three of them were moving into the box. And by the time the ball went in, only Suter and Proper had moved to their guys, and Hefty had pulled back.
I want to know if it was real Proper or if it was Kunsel. Now that's the question, because Alex is sitting there, and it's like, well, is it really Proper or is it Kunsel? That's the question that we need to know.
And there's the guy get the space in the middle.
What?
But those two had their markers. So
Kieran Dowell instead of Hadji when he's on the bench and where to go, whether it's each other quite well as a partnership. And they've played for longer together than Proper and sort of. But we don't get a quick equaliser, but it seemed to me that every time we were trying to put a ball into the box, it was a Dundee United head that was meeting it first. Almost every time. Whether that was the corner kicks we were getting, whether it was going out wide and it was Tierney or Darami or whoever.
It was the added on time. There must have been about
Wait a minute, here comes Alex. Somebody ask him, is it Kunsel or Proper?
9 or 10 balls that were pumped in by Yilmaz and Igamani that was just being met constantly by a Dundee United head. Why did we not learn from that fact? Just play it on the ground. That's how we got our first goal. The fact that Clement couldn't see that Danilo was ready to play, he obviously got the assist for the goal. Hadji was in there. Yilmaz looked pretty good when he came on. These players aren't getting the start because they're not fit, but yet they came on and showed the actual fact they changed the game. Their man did look like he was a headless chicken today. I didn't see much of Bayrami either, to be fair. These players didn't look like they were up for it at all. Is it because they were away international duty? Bayrami especially away international duty, come back and wasn't up for the game. But they just did not look like they were up for this game at all, some of these players.
No, it really did. You can maybe slightly argue the fact that he wasn't getting any service. I will grant you that. Or in the second half. But again, even when he did slightly pick it up, he's wide most of the time and he's not in the areas and he's not, what? I just don't know what that first half performance was for Cyril Dessers. It was just total nothingness.
I think with Dessers is he's waiting for delivery and he should know now he's not going to get it, And if he gets it, do we trust him to put it away? Probably not. You saw the difference between Danilo, and I've said this since day one, you need someone small, agile, being able to create a chance for themselves.
Like Kyogo.
Because that's what you have to do sometimes. I thought the link-up play from Hadji to Tierney to Danilo was, outstanding at times. The small times that we saw it. And if that's what they can give us, which one is our best team? Because looking at that lineup before the game, I thought, is that our strongest team? Strongest fit, available team? And I thought maybe it is. Maybe that's all we have. But then you saw the second half, and you're thinking, wait a minute, is that our best team then? And I think
What? Is it the same Rangers, or is it just the new Rangers? Is this the best team, or is that the best team? What, did they have two teams and just call it the same Rangers? Have we heard that before?
Dessers just doesn't create opportunities himself. He can't. It's almost like he's scared. He freezes when he's in front of goal. We've seen that many times where he's got to take a touch and try and play it round, like what Danilo can do. But Dessers just hasn't got the ability to do that, unfortunately. So I don't know. I don't know.
Cammy says, hopefully we'll get a decent night against Spurs in Europe, and that'll be the highlight of our season. This formation and the players being played out of position, simply fix it. We can get Clement out now. What the fuck are we talking about, man? If you think Dressel should start ahead, Daniel, you need a shot of my glasses, mate. Just be patient till January. They'll all be loaned out, and we'll get a new manager, and we'll rebuild again.
Only Clement knows why he started Dessers and not Danilo.
You think knowing somebody for the best part of a decade, you should know what their birthday is, but no. Apparently, I didn't realise that. So there we go. We can all wish Alex a happy 50th birthday for yesterday. I'm sure he'd appreciate that.
50, neighbour.
But
He's not got. He's only got half a set of teeth. He has to be at least 50, or he's got teeth missing. That's the only reason. It's just. Is there a full set of teeth amongst the four of them?
Yeah, Kenny. I mean, Dessers in that first half. This is the thing with Cyril Dessers. We know this. We know he's an enigma. You know that that is what we've seen today, where he is posted missing. And as Aaron says, he's always waiting for somebody to do something for him. He's always waiting for that service. Now, I get it. You do have to provide service for your strikers. Of course you do. But good strikers are...
Somebody just paid them £5 on the chat. Bottom line is we are a piss club, a shambles. It's a bollocks. We can't sack him even if we lose loads of money in the future. This board has no bottle. Give Haggy a start 10. Hopefully Cortez back soon. The board are a disgrace. Park and Co, they should run their money making their business with no CEO and critical director positions. They think that it's good enough for the Rangers. It's never good enough. The lowest point after 12 games since the 18-19. We're going backwards. Haggy, didn't even talk to me about him, man. Charles said sacking him won't change anything, apart from adding to the 17 million black hole that we have. Jesus God, I can't take it anymore. Make sure that you share this video and give it to all your mates, because this is actually coming to gold.